Hey, welcome to Fan Mail Sundays, number 47. Today we have a special treat. One of my fellow authors is here today. Here is author Jack Gantos. What people don't know is that I've been on the road for over 30 years visiting schools all over the country. And wherever I go, I run into Jack Gantos. I'll say this, a great author.
Jerry, it's such an honor to be here tonight with you. I admire your immense work ethic and your body of work. I trail behind it, and I'm trying my best, so I'm going to just show off a few things that I've done.
But can I tell you something?
Yeah?
When I grow up, I want to be you.
And Jerry, when I finally get a pink shirt, I will be you. First off, I write books for young readers of all ages, everything from picture books all the way up to young adult novels. First one, Rotten Ralph, 1976. First book I wrote in college. I went to Emerson College, wrote this in college, walked it down to Houghton Mifflin in Boston. Bingo. This was the 13th book. The first 12 failed books, rejected. Did it stop me? No. Would it have stopped you?
No.
Absolutely not, because we are an unrelenting force. Then after that, I have to write something else. So I think, what else do I have to write?
I love Rotten Ralph.
Thank you. I do too. Then this is me. This is my mugshot. So I thought, well, from Rotten Ralph to Rotten Jack. So when I was young, I smuggled a boat full of hashish, 2,000 pounds of hashish from St. Croix in the Virgin Islands to New York City, and I wrote a masterful autobiography about that. Boom, 2 major medals.
Every kid in America should read that book.
I agree. Then I was a very active kid.
Yeah.
And so I wrote about that active kid.
I've been
in
told
my
I
soul.
was ADD squared.
ADD
So are you
squared.
ADD cubed?
I'm cubed, brother. That's
You're
why we
AD
get along so well. At any rate, so Joey Pigza swallowed the key. Boom, nice medal on that. Then Dead End in Norvelt. I'm from a town in western Pennsylvania. Coal mining. This was the Newbery Award winner, the Scott Adele Award winner for history. Boom.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
I've always wanted to meet a Newbery Award winner.
Well, thank you. And then, Writing Radar, this is a book. So when I go out, like Jerry, we have a dual purpose, the two of us. One, we write good books that they can read. And 2, when we walk into a school, we teach children how to write. We talk about characters, we talk about settings, we talk about problems, rising action, resolution. We give them the whole package so that when we leave a school, we elevate a school. That's what we do. That's why we get these kinds of letters, Jerry, because the kids are so turned on when we go into a school. Thank you for that moment.
Here's our first letter from Violet in Wisconsin. And Violet says, how long have you been writing books? In my case, 34 years. Jack's case must be 44 years. Yeah. And it says, in your Who Would Win books, do you actually see the animals fight? And the answer is no. I read books, I read books, I read books, I read books. Sometimes I see some of the fights on YouTube, but mostly I just read books and I try to imagine who would win. Thank you, Violet. That's a really cool letter.
I got a letter here from a little girl in Chelmsford, Tanya. So I'm walking down the street, I'm walking down Beacon Street in Boston. I see a helium balloon with a ribbon wrapped around a tree in front of one of the townhouses and a postcard hanging from it. Now I know you've been at schools, I've been at schools, kids launch these balloons. Whoever finds it, please contact me. I walk a block away, I go, Jack, you can't turn that kid down. Some kid put their heart and soul in that. I go back, I climb the fence, I snatch the postcard, I write the kid. It just so happens I'm going to their school in a week. Jerry, I show up at this school, the kid is dressed like in her Holy Communion dress. The press is there, the parents are there, the cousins are there, and we have the most magnificent, the coincidence of
it's incredible.
Finding a postcard on Beacon Street that was launched in Chelmsford, Massachusetts.
Wow.
And this was her thank you note, and it's beautiful.
Holy cow, what a story.
Yeah.
It reminds me of when I found a bottle with a message in it when I was on the beach in Situate when I was a kid, and We thought we were going to be millionaires. We opened it up and it said, contact the NOAA, National Oceanographic,
Oh, yeah.
where you found this bottle and get 50 cents.
Whoa.
That was pretty cool. Here's my next letter. This
Okay.
is from Annina from Wisconsin. Annina, and it says, in your book, Polar Bear versus Grizzly Bear, I liked it when the polar bear walked home. Well, you know what? I was trying to think of what would really happen if they had a fight, and I think on land, the grizzly bear would do a little better, and on the ice, the polar bear would do a little better. So in the book, I didn't want anyone to get hurt, so the polar bear just walks away. So thanks for the really cool letter. I was worried about that ending, but now I feel good about it because of Annina.
I have a letter from somebody who had a cat, a rotten cat, like Rotten Ralph. And years ago, there was a famous murder, Claus von Bulow. Remember Claus von Bulow?
Klaus the Louse.
Klaus the Louse.
Providence.
And he had been secretly giving his wife injections of insulin that ultimately killed him. He claimed innocence, but they caught him anyway. Well, some inspired people had read Rotten Ralph, and they got a cat that was just as rotten as Ralph, and they named the cat Claus von Bulow, and sent me a beautiful letter that between Claus von Bulow and Rotten Ralph, they come up with Claus von Bulow. Man, I was impressed.
That's a really good one. This is from Aaliyah, and Aaliyah says, have I seen the animals fight? No. And it says, I like the skeleton you put in the book. You should do more skeletons in your books. What do you think of that?
I think so too. You know, when somebody reads a book and they feel compelled to say, you know what, I would like more of this. Because what they're saying is, I want more stimulation, I want more juice, I want more fun, I want more happiness. I want something that really gives me a little extra kick. That's what they're saying.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm with you. The next book's gonna have like high test in it.
Haven't you had moments where you thought of something for your books and they said, oh, you can't put that in?
Yeah.
And you said, are you kidding me? I've read this to 1,000 kids.
Yeah.
They love this.
They love this book.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, there's Aaliyah.
I'm all for Aaliyah. Say what you want and then you get it.
Hey kids, that was episode 47. Thank you for watching Fan Mail Sundays. Don't forget to follow Jack Gantos at jackgantos.com. JackGantos.com. I remember going to your website and it said like, kids, stay out of here. Get lost.
Don't read.
Do not enter.
I dare you.
That's like me. I tell kids, don't read this book. It's too scary. You'll cry to your mama.
Yeah.
Don't read this book.
Yeah, and then they run you over getting to the book.